Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They go play action here on first down. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. 19 yards right off the bat and a quick first down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. Offense still needing 10 yards, second down. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. To Mixon on the check down. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And you can bet they're going to lean on him quite a bit, obviously. They did last week. It was over 100 yards also. AFC Player of the Week is announced Wednesday.
And until they take that away, I would continue to lean on him. Try and have another award for him won in this game. But when you look back at last week and you saw how he was able to find holes in the defense, but it's also the run after the catch. That's what made it impressive.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Dalton operating in the red zone now. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Second and 10. Dalton once more. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Adrian Claiborne in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. So the sack, and now it's third and long for Dalton and the Bengals. Dalton here from the gun. And that is incomplete.
But they took the shot, didn't get it. There's definitely a difference here because they had a chance to get 7, maybe 8 if they pushed it. Instead, they'll likely settle for 3.
Yeah, opening drive, holding him to 3. Psychologically, maybe a win for the defense. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So, of course, they wanted to find the end zone, but when you go on the road and your first drive results in points, I think you're pretty happy.
You have to be because you've taken it to the home team in this case. And while you may not have shut up the home crowd, you've quieted them down a little bit. Good way to start.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. First carry for the tailback, Devontae Freeman. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
On second down, here's Ryan. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
Now Ryan on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They run from the pistol here with Freeman. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On second down, Freeman. And he is leveled. Knocked down hard. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with third down and just a yard to go.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Now it's Freeman. And some room to maneuver. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Running right, this is Freeman. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. This is Freeman. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
They allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though, 3rd and long. From the shotgun, Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Second and 10. It's Ryan again. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
They toss to Freeman. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for second down.
Well, anytime it's a toss or a pitch play, it's a battle for the edges. Who's going to control the edge of the line of scrimmage? In other words, can the defensive guys hold their leverage? What we were always taught was keep your outside arm or outside shoulder free if you were playing on the play side, meaning the ball coming towards you. And anyone coming from the backside, they're pinching down and sliding down towards it to try and keep people kind of locked into one spot. And, boy, what a great defensive play there. Worn out leverage, running to the football from the inside out. It turned into a big loss of yardage.
The Falcons on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Now it's Ryan. Going for the deep ball. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
I know exactly why I tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Try to sit on a lead and play that way. That doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. Green's got it over the middle. The connection since 2011. Dalton to Green for a Bengal first down.
There's nothing like getting out of the gate and finding your favorite target. Andy Dalton just did that with A.J. Green.
And some people call that a nice fantasy football connection as well.
Yeah, they're piling up the points that way, and they want to see that continue.
A first down throw coming for Dalton. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Normally when you put together a 3-4 defense, you want massive people up front who can eat up blockers and allow the linebackers to run free. But how about the big fella right there? Breaking all codes and getting into the backfield and making the play.
Play fake. Here's Dalton. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Forced out to his left. He may try and run. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Now they run with Mixon, and he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Well, it wasn't much of a gain, but we're getting near the 2-minute warning, so maybe they just want to get to that point, regroup, and decide what they want to do the rest of the half.
Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And now look at him go. The 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. I think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead, not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion, probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now, probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
And his kick is right through. Around the NFL, a game going on in Washington, and the Eagles out in front early. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Returning it, John Ross. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly
under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Grady Jarrett with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Dalton throwing on second down. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now Dalton. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. It's second down. Dalton looking. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. First and 10 for Dalton. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Got his man. It's Eifert. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now the Bengals on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Dalton. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
And Bullock will put this one through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
Short kick. Now a hit and a loose football. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So out come the Falcons now. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On second down, Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Carl Lawson in there to sack him for a loss of 6. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. They go play action now. Ryan. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Geno Atkins in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. So it sails out of bounds close to midfield, and they'll say actually right at midfield. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. So a designed run last play. Now Dalton to pass. Dumps it off to Mixon. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But that's it. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
And it's incomplete, but a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. To throw on 2nd down, Ryan. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Vontaze Burfict coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the gun, it's Ryan. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Carl Lawson, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now, standing just outside his own goal line. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard. A really good pickup of 28 yards. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Dalton off play action. Sliding out of the pocket. And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Dalton. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And Bullock will put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Freeman. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the second half at FedEx Field now. And an impressive display by the Eagles. They continue to pour it on, scoring again. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Now Ryan on second down. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Geno Atkins busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Bo Allen in there to drop him. And back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fielded at the 43. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now Mixon. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it, and that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well. From midfield here, Dalton. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. Drop Tyler Boyd. He's going to go. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. A big play there for Cincinnati. 44 yards. Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the second half at FedEx Field now. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Dalton here from the gun. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. They find some open field here. And he is knocked down from the side. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
3rd and 2, now Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now it's Ryan. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Second and 10 now. Ryan. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
He completes it to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On second down, here's Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Mixon. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Now the Bengals on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Here's Shane Leckler now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. Elsewhere, they're into the 4th at FedEx Field. And an impressive display by the Eagles. They continue to pour it on, scoring again. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
After the penalty, here's Freeman. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. I'm ready now for 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And now he's going to go down in the end zone. Down goes Matt Ryan, and that's a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They'll run here with Mixon. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game, the effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. Here comes the D swarming to the line. They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter